My child, my beloved, the moment you opened this, something in heaven shifted for you. An emergency alert from Archangel Michael has just been released and your name is at the top of it. There is something happening today in your house, in your surroundings. And Archangel Michael is not whispering. He begs you to hear this right now. Right now. Right now. Because what is coming isn't just a luck of the draw. Someone sent it to you without thinking you'd see it in time. But heaven has something else in mind. A divine order is being sent out right now. That order is for you to open your spiritual eyes right now because someone or something has been standing near your front door. It's not just energy this time targeting your peace. It is a real assignment sent to your location. But the Archangel Michael stepped in. He is standing there with his sword drawn and full of holy fire. He then told her, "Tell my beloved not to move, not to skip, not to doubt." Now is a divine military warning. Your name was just called out in heaven's meeting. As God saw something coming, it wasn't meant to hurt you. But in the spirit world, there is a rule. Things you don't pay attention to can take hold. This divine line is now being screamed through by Archangel Michael. He asked, "Please, just 20 seconds. I'll give you back your life if you give that to me." Child, today is not like any other day because someone was setting a trap for you while you slept. Today was chosen for a spiritual confrontation. The angels of the Lord, however, were keeping watch. A reversal is planned, but only if you answer. That's why this alert came out of nowhere. The spiritual realm blocked this 3 times before it got to you. Because of this, Archangel Michael fought so that you could get this. He knows you're worn out. He knows that you have been through a lot. The enemy wants to enter through a forgotten door. So now that the battle has come to your house, you must be spiritually present. A door in your spirit that wasn't locked. But if you stick with this message and honor it, that door will be sealed and danger will go by. Just like the angel of death in Egypt passed through marked doors. If you stick with this word today, you can mark your home. But if you scroll down too far, you might miss the divine code that was intended to shield your home. This isn't a story. This isn't a play from the throne of God. This is spiritual intelligence. And the Archangel Michael only wants one thing from you. Open this right now. Pay attention to everything. Do not hurry. The attack is real. The miracle is also real, though. Because your destiny is too important to be stolen. You were chosen for this warning. The angel of breakthrough will come to you as soon as you believe this. If you treat this like fun, though, the protection stops and heaven doesn't want you to be seen today. Pay close attention, my child. Someone who wants to hurt you just called your name. They didn't know that heaven was listening, though. They didn't know that your guardian angels were watching them. In the realm of light, a plan was just uncovered. Also, you should know that it almost worked. This message isn't calm because of this. That's why Archangel Michael's not talking in a whisper. He is in charge. What he says, "Come forth, child of light." God has given you this divine security code. It was never meant for you to hear this on your own. That's why the angels are now with you. Something is undone in the spiritual realm. As you read these lines, as you read this, heaven is watching to see what you do. This is not just a warning. It's an invitation. An invitation to divine covering, a supernatural reversal, or your next level of development. But first, you need to follow this one order. Do not put down the book. Don't be afraid. Do not scroll past this, because you will never see another message like this again. And heaven won't do the same thing again if the soul leaves. Your spirit is still here because it knows this isn't a mistake. You were blessed with divine protection when you were born, but your shield has been under attack lately. Today is the enemy's last chance to sneak in without being seen. If you activate this word, he won't be able to. This is more than just a message, said Archangel Michael. This sounds like a divine alarm. Feel it in your heart. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you. Is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Now, as this alarm goes off in your spirit, I want you to sound your agreement back to heaven. In the comment fields below, type, Amen. Your faith should tell people that you've heard the warning and are ready for the covering. Know that as you write it, your voice is joining the angels who are already watching over your home. Please stay with me until the deeper truth comes out. Now, beloved, if you feel it, say this out loud. I'm not going to sleep on my miracle. I am not going to ignore my angels. I'm going to stick with this word no matter what. As soon as you say that, the chains start to come off. The power of God enters your home like a wave of fire and light as the fear fades, so that you never miss another angelic alert from heaven. Subscribe right away before we go any further. It's not a mistake that you're seeing this. Your divine rescue plan is in effect. Just tap to subscribe. The next message you send could save your life. You are not only following a channel when you click the subscribe button right now, you are lining up a prophetic alignment with the timing of heaven for your life. In the spiritual realm, every subscriber is seen as setting themselves up to receive divine downloads as they come out. Don't let this moment go by without making sure you can hear the next word God is sending. Take a deep breath, my beloved, because the next part is going to be more intense. The person who tried to stop your happiness is about to show up in heaven, and the name will shock you. But the freedom that's coming will make your whole family shake. Heaven wants you to see something right now with your spiritual eyes, my beloved. Not really, but in a spiritual way. Someone has been watching your house. They don't come to your door. They try to find your weak spot. They don't have any weapons. They talk in whispers. They almost made it through. But your guardian angel stopped it. Your guardian angel stood outside your house and said, "Not this one. Not right now. Not ever again." You need to listen now, though, because this is a spiritual crossroads. What breaks or what comes in depends on what you do next. If you stay where you are, Archangel Michael says, "I will show you what was hidden right in front of your eyes." Yes, this attack was planned with the help of someone you trusted. Not directly, but indirectly through their jealousy, bitterness, and complaints about you when you weren't around. They turned into a doorway, a hole in your protection. Just tap to subscribe. The next message you send could save your life. My beloved, take a deep breath now because the next part is going to be more intense. The person who tried to stop your happiness is about to be shown to you in heaven. You'll be shocked by the name, but the freedom that's coming will make your whole family shake. Heaven wants you to see something right now with your spiritual eyes, my beloved. Not really, but in a spiritual way. Someone has been watching your house. They don't come to your door. They try to find your weak spot. They don't have any weapons. What they do is whisper, and they almost got through, but your guardian angel stopped it. Your guardian angel stood outside your house and said, "Not this one. Not right now. Not ever again." You need to listen now, though, because this is a spiritual crossroads. What breaks or what comes in depends on what you do next. This is what Archangel Michael says. Remain. If you do, I'll show you what was hidden right there. Yes. This attack was made possible by someone you trusted. Not right away, but they became a doorway, a hole in your protection through their jealousy, bitterness, and complaints about you when you weren't around. The enemy also found it. My beloved, this is not meant to scare you. This is meant to wake you up because heaven launched a bigger attack at the same time, an angelic reversal, and your name is written on it. Right now, Archangel Michael is outside your house with an army guarding the roof. They are acting as a shield for the door. They are covering your bed, windows, and walls. But they can't go into one room without your permission. The enemy was planning to get in through your thoughts. Not with a loud noise, but with a quiet suggestion. Give up. It's possible that you are not safe after all. It's possible that this spiritual stuff is not real. Lies. Archangel Michael knew those thoughts were going to come to you before they did. Your divine firewall and mental protection is this message. Because lies get into you when you hear them, but don't know what they are. However, you become unshakable when heaven speaks truth to you before the lie comes. That's what this message does. This is getting you ready for something that will try to test your peace in 8 hours. It's possible that someone will say something strange. Someone could break into your home or text you. These words will stay with you. This was not a coincidence, was foreseen. God never lets a warning happen for no reason. And the goal is now very clear. Bring out your inner warrior. Archangel Michael is more than just a comforter. He is a fighter. And now he stands with his sword drawn, facing the thing that tried to get into your life without your permission. You, my beloved, you are not alone. Now pay close attention. There is a spiritual knock on the door. It will feel like a thought, a fear, or a sense that something is about to change. And the enemy will want you to doubt yourself at that very moment. But you will speak faith instead. Say it out loud now. There is no weapon formed against my house that can prosper. That's me covered. We're covered for my family. Heaven is keeping an eye on me today. Do you really feel that? That pressure going away in your chest. Feeling that weight lift off your back. That's not something you made up. The presence of your angel has entered the room with that sound. He couldn't come in until you said yes to the word. With sword in hand, he is now standing behind you. This house will be a fortress, says Archangel Michael. This kid won't trip and fall. Today will end in glory. Something very rare is now taking place in heaven. Someone is opening a divine scroll. Your name will be on the next miracle that comes out. But there is one catch. Please finish this message as soon as possible, as there is a spiritual transaction in the next few lines and only the people who finish the message will get it. That's why a lot of people scroll by. That's why some messages take so long to load. The enemy knows that if you finish reading, you will finish bleeding and the wound will close. Now I want to know if you trust heaven enough to stay. Will you believe that this message is about deliverance rather than entertainment? You already know the answer because your spirit is awake and the protection is getting stronger. You are not just being warned today, my beloved. Someone is marking you, ready to be blessed, set to gain favor, set for a shift so divine. Your next 48 hours won't be like the last 48 years. Archangel Michael will tell you exactly when your name was added to heaven's emergency scroll and what will happen in your home if you stay aligned in the next section. You have reached a part of the message that not many people get to, my child and beloved. Because of this, the blessing is hidden here. That's why the enemy wanted you to be too busy, tired, or stressed to stay. But you stayed. That tells heaven one thing. You're all set. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Before we go into more detail about what heaven has planned for you, I want you to say something. Type 1 ready in the comments below. This message should mean more than just words on a screen. It should be a spiritual agreement with what God is about to give you. You are communicating to heaven that you are awake in the right place and ready for your miracle as you type it. Do it right now and your faith will be written in the heavens. Now pay close attention. No one opened the scroll in heaven that has your name on it by accident. It stayed sealed until today. And there could only be one voice that broke it open. Archangel Michael's. He stood in front of the throne and spoke. This kid has been checked out. This child has stayed. This child must now be fully looked after. The Lord gave His word at that point. I'll rewrite what was scheduled to happen at their house if they don't pay attention to this message. He said there was a plan for something, an event, a break or a sudden change that is meant to disturb your peace. The enemy had already written it. Now that you are in alignment though, heaven is ripping that plan apart. Your spirit said yes, so your heart is open. The war isn't going on all the time. Today isn't one of those days, though. In the spirit, today is a loud day. It might even feel like something is moving. It feels like something that you can't see is walking around the edges of your room. Don't be scared. It's not what you think. It's like heaven. That's why the enemy wanted you to be too busy, tired, or stressed to stay. But you stayed, which tells heaven one thing. You're all set. Now, pay close attention. No one opened the scroll in heaven that has your name on it by accident. It stayed sealed until today. And there could only be one voice that broke it open. Archangel Michael's. He stood in front of the throne and spoke. This kid has been checked out. This child has stayed. This child must now be fully looked after. The Lord gave His word at that point. I'll rewrite what was scheduled to happen at their house if they don't pay attention to this message. He said there was a plan for something, an event, a break, or a sudden change that is meant to disturb your peace. The enemy had already written it, but now that you are in alignment, your heart is open because your spirit said yes. Heaven is tearing that plan apart. The war isn't going on all the time. Today isn't one of those days, though. In the spirit, today is a loud day. You might even feel like something is moving. Like someone or something that you can't see is walking around the edges of your room. Don't be scared. It's not what you think. It's like heaven marking your space, releasing the reversal, and positioning the blessing. Archangel Michael is currently moving from room to room throughout your home. He is declaring rest while touching your bed. He is touching your walls and claiming protection at each window. He is placing angels because you won't waste this time. He's making sure every inch is covered. Not your silence, your sleep, your happiness, or your big step forward. Heaven says this house is a divine territory. But now you need to do this. You have to say this out loud now with faith. My home is owned by God. There are walls around me. Light is sealed in my windows. This door can't let darkness through. That's it. Did that make you feel? You were suddenly covered like a blanket by that shift and that strange peace. Yes, that is confirmation. It was heard by Archangel Michael and heaven wrote it down. An angelic lock has just been set off. Now, nothing that wasn't sent from heaven can come through your door. Now that the lock is in place, I want you to do something that makes God's favor flow even more. On this video, click the like button. That one simple thing you did is a spiritual sign that you're not just watching, but also receiving. If you like this video, you're telling heaven, this covering is taken care of. I appreciate this favor. Then God's favor will start to pour into your life like never before. However, that's not the end. What comes next will surprise you. In 48 hours, someone you don't expect will get in touch with you. They might walk in, call, or leave a message. But what they do is not the most important thing. That's what they carry because they are either a divine messenger or a trap in disguise because it will improve your discernment. This message is important. You'll feel it right away. As soon as they start talking, your spirit will know whether this is a confirmation or a distraction. Of course, heaven will give you clarity, not chaos. Feelings will no longer pull you. You'll be led by fire. The fire of clarity is coming into your space. From Archangel Michael. There's no more fog. There should be no more spiritual blindness. You'll be able to see through masks. You'll know when the voice isn't telling the truth. Even if it's wrapped in false light, you will hear the truth. This is what it means to be spiritually awake. That's not all you see. You can see assignments. You understand what the words mean. You understand what the compliment means. You can feel the hug. You have been trained so that you will never fall into a trap again. And heaven trusts you now. This, however, had a price. Your tears did good things. No one forgot about your lonely nights. Archangel Michael was recording every cry as they stood there. And today, heaven is turning those tears into money. Turning pain into prophecy and turning silence into suddenness. How to turn heartbreak into holy alignment. My beloved, the next few days will go by so quickly. Things will seem like dreams. You won't have to ask for doors to open. Before the question, the answer will arrive. You will have what you need before you need it. But it all begins with this message this day and your decision to stay awake while everyone else slept. The house you want has been chosen because your guardian angels are not sleeping today. The enemy is angry at you despite being sealed. To my beloved, take a deep breath. The battle has already been won. You are still here, my child and beloved. The spiritual realm includes everything because your covering gets stronger as you stay longer. Your house is moving right now as you read this. Not really, but spiritually. Doesn't the air feel different now? Less heavy. It's almost like the weight you didn't know you were carrying has begun to melt away. That's not a mistake. That's not making up stories. You just got to the part of the message where the chains start to break. So, that's confirmation. Archangel Michael just whispered. They stayed. I can now show them what was hidden. Clears throat, so, I have to tell you something. 3 nights ago, there was someone who spoke against you. They didn't say your name out loud. Their heart sent the energy to you, though. Their jealousy got to your field and tried to stop your next miracle. Archangel Michael drew his sword at that moment, though. He then said, "No more." The chosen ones are safe from darkness because heaven doesn't let it happen. And in your case, you were not given permission. Although it did not strike you, it came close. So, you needed to be warned. And that darkness might have found a crack if this message hadn't reached you in time or if you had skipped it like everyone else. But it's now sealed. Your house is being marked from the sky and people are all around you right now. There are angels flying over your roof. The spirit can't deny what the eye can't see. These people are singing songs of deliverance. Your ears might not be able to hear it, but your soul does. That's why the way you breathe has changed. Now your heart isn't beating so fast. That's because the war that was going on around you has just stopped. The reason is easy to understand. You didn't ignore heaven. You recognized and honored the message that you stayed present. Today, the presence of God will stay with you, my beloved. We have more to show you. Their heart sent the energy to you even though they didn't say your name. Their jealousy got to your field and tried to stop your next miracle. Archangel Michael drew his sword at that moment, though. He then said, "No more." The chosen ones are safe from darkness because heaven doesn't let it happen. And in your case, you were not given permission. Although it did not strike you, it came close. So, you needed to be warned. And that darkness might have found a crack if this message hadn't reached you in time or if you had skipped it like everyone else. But it's now sealed. It's all around you, and the sky is marking your house. There are angels flying over your roof right now. You can't see them, but your spirit can't deny them. These people are singing songs of deliverance. Your ears might not be able to hear it, but your soul does. That's why the way you breathe has changed. Now your heart isn't beating so fast. That's because the war that was going on around you has just stopped. The reason is easy to understand. You didn't ignore heaven. You recognized and honored the message that you stayed present today. The presence of God will stay with you, my beloved. We have more to show you because something was following you behind while Archangel Michael watched over you from the front. Shadow of your past memory that refuses to let go. A voice that still says you might deserve the pain. However, heaven rejects that lie. Archangel Michael chased it down after spotting it. And as you breathe, that shadow is being cut off from your path right now. You don't owe anything to the past. You are not required to carry guilt for surviving. It is not necessary for you to apologize for healing. You are not required to explain why God chose you. He did. Today is proof of that. You were chosen for peace, for protection, and for preservation. But now you're also being chosen for something bigger. Something so big it's almost scary. It's been chosen for you to carry something holy, unusual favor, not just any favor. That favor that doesn't make sense to the people around you. People will wonder if you cheated to get that favor that moves so fast. But you won't have to explain because God moves without needing permission. And when Archangel Michael is watching, no hand can interfere. You're now getting your favor. Your next financial breakthrough is already underway. Piece by piece. Your next spiritual level is already developing. Already shown your name in dreams is the person who will support your soul. However, because the enemy is not happy, you must keep walking in awareness. He is restless. He believed you would never get to this part of the message. He believed you would scroll. He thought you'd laugh and leave, but you didn't. And now heaven is laughing because the trap he set for you today has been flipped. Now the enemy is falling into the net he made. The curse is now being broken. The power that was used against you is now coming back 7 times stronger from where it came from. Your home is still covered, safe, and sealed by angelic command. It's possible that you can already feel warmth in your chest. That's not a coincidence. That's Archangel Michael agrees with this word. He's touching your heart to let you know this is real. You are not alone either. Not in this room at this time or during this war. The task has been assigned to win, and there is nothing that can stop what is being released over your house in 24 hours. Keep your feet on the ground. Stay grateful. And most importantly, stay open. You will feel a release so deep as soon as you finish reading this message. The day is no longer dark. You will know the shift in your room will be apparent. The guardian angels will still be there for you. You'll know that your home has become a holy place. You, my child and beloved, have reached a place that not many people ever get to. At this point, the scroll becomes personal. This is where Archangel, the voice of Michael, is not just a messenger. It is your guardian. Quiet your thoughts. Please listen with your spirit because what's going to be said will make you feel different. My beloved, I have walked with you since birth. The Archangel Michael says, you may not have seen me, but I have been hiding behind every danger. No one else knew I was there when you almost gave up. I stood between you and every accident that could have killed you quickly. I whispered when you were sleeping. I fought demons that you had no idea were connected to your family tree. Today though, I speak out loud. This is your last warning before things start over. Your house has something hidden in it. They are not under the bed or behind the curtains. They are in the energy and air. You've been moving from place to place with this fear following you around like a spiritual dust. It comes from sadness, betrayal, an old word said over you by people who didn't know what would happen. Now it needs to be taken away. There's no more time. Heaven is ready to clean up the place where you live. However, there is a secret rule, one so easy that most people don't pay attention to it. But if you do it today, your whole spiritual state will change. That's what Archangel Michael says. Don't light a candle or burn incense. Just speak. Yes, that's all. Talk. No matter where you are. Stand in the middle of your room. Say these exact words while looking up at the sky. I say that this house is holy ground. All the darkness has to go. I only want light, love, and heaven. Stand at my door, Archangel Michael. God, let your breath fill the whole room. By divine fire, this home is sealed. That's fine. That's it. However, that moment of obedience starts a huge chain of events since this is not a ritual. It has to do with agreeing. And earth must follow your voice when it agrees with heaven. Things around you will change. Today will change even the way you sleep. You won't move around like you did before. In your own home, you won't feel like someone is watching you. You won't hear strange sounds and think it's the wind. Now it needs to be taken away. There's no more time. Heaven is ready to clean up the place where you live. However, there is a secret rule. One so easy that most people don't notice it. But if you do it today, your whole spiritual state will change. That's what Archangel Michael says. Don't light a candle. Do not burn incense. Talk. Yes, that's all. Talk. No matter where you are, stand in the middle of your room. Say these exact words while looking up at the sky. I say that this house is holy ground. All the darkness has to go. I only want light, love, and heaven. Stand at my door, Archangel Michael. God, let your breath fill the whole room. By divine fire, this home is sealed. That's fine. That's it. But that moment of following through, it opens up a huge thing. Since this isn't a ritual, it has to do with agreeing. And earth must follow your voice when it agrees with heaven. Things around you will change. Today will change even the way you sleep. You won't move around like you did before. In your own home, you won't feel like someone is watching you. If you hear strange noises, you won't think it's the wind because something will have left and something divine will have come in. Peace comes from God. True peace. Peace that doesn't come from money. Peace that doesn't depend on people. There is peace in the room that makes you feel safe again. Sure, safe. You haven't really felt safe in years, but now that Archangel is around, you do. Michael has heard that you are quiet, and heaven is responding by being there. As that peace wraps around you like a blanket, I want you to seal this moment with faith. Type Amen one more time in the comments. This divine deal needs your spiritual signature on it. Your home is clean. Your peace is restored. And your protection is complete. You are declaring to heaven. Write it down right now and let the angels see that you agree. But here's something that might shock you. After you say those words, something strange will happen in the next 24 hours. Someone close to you might act distant all of a sudden. They might pull out. They might not talk to you again. They might even fight for no reason. Don't go after them, though. Do not ask why. It's not just your home that needs to be cleaned. It's everyone in your circle. Spiritual pruning is the same thing as spiritual cleaning. Some people can't live in the clean environment that heaven is making around you. They were linked to the energy you just sent out. Allow them to leave. Please don't be scared. What goes away after this prayer was never meant to stay. And what comes in after this was always part of your divine promise. Take a deep breath, my child. Take some time to really understand what comes next. You are now safe. You have finally been seen. And finally, heaven is shouting about your miracle. The day that was supposed to be for tragedy is now for testimony. There was a dark cloud above you, but angel wings have blown it away. Angelic fire has taken the place of the scary energy in your house. From now on, you carry light. This house is no longer just a place to stay. It's a room for thrones. Angels are free to walk in this place. A spot where miracles can happen right away. A place where you won't have to cry yourself to sleep alone anymore because happiness is pouring into every corner of your space like oil. And when heaven pours oil on it, it never runs out. It's safe for you. You are also claimed. God owns you. He now has everything you own. Archangel Michael is now at your front door. He then speaks to the other angels. Every shadow can no longer get into this house. Make a note of it. Watch out for it. Put fire all around it until dawn. Now go to sleep, my child, but don't turn off your phone just yet. In the next part, heaven will tell you exactly when the shift will happen and what number to look for in your dreams today. There will be a sign for you. And if you see it, you'll know that your miracle is coming on time. My beloved child, protection wasn't the only thing at hand today. Realignment was the point. Your spirit is being brought back into divine balance for what was off. You might not feel the whole shift at once, but you will start to notice things like the time. To be sure, heaven will send you a number to confirm your alignment. Archangel, this morning Michael is giving your dream, your clock, or your phone's alert a number. Stop when you see it because that number is your divine alert. Pray. It could be 11:44, 3:33, or 7:17. Every one of them has a different signal. And if it shows up, it means that your miracle is about to happen. Not later, but delivered. Time in heaven isn't used to punish, but to whisper. The clock will also talk today. Your dreams might change too. You might feel like riding a bird or seeing a door open or being back in the house you grew up in. You can't remember that. That is language for the spiritual. God is showing you the places where you were hurt so that He can fix them. God is taking you backwards in sleep so that it can take you forward in power. In your dream, Archangel Michael will be there, too. He does walk through dreams, too. He shows up as protection, as fire, as the person who stops the man from getting in. Don't be afraid of the dreams. They are really just instructions. You will find secrets faster than anyone else if you write them down when you wake up. Because God isn't messing with your plans. It's been too long since then. You cried too much. You've missed too many nights. Now heaven says enough. Now it's time to start over, but not from scratch. You won't have to fight to find love ever again. You will find it. You won't have to look for money like you did before. It will find your light because the angels have already gone ahead of you. They are getting ready for meetings, talks, and encounters. For some, it will just seem like a coincidence, but you will know that Archangel Michael was in charge of it all. You will say, I was there at the right time by chance. It wasn't even my plan to go, but I did. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our coffee community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. After all this time, I never thought they'd call me back. That's not luck. There is divine movement there. That starts today because heaven is no longer putting things off. We've come to the end of this divine meeting, and I want you to make one last statement about your life. Write "My miracle is on schedule" in the comment sections below. Believe that heaven is already working on your behalf as you write it. When you type those words, your mouth is in sync with what God is doing in the spiritual world. Do it now and get ready to get. But you need to keep one thing close. Don't let doubt come in again. Don't let fear stay with you. Bitterness shouldn't take up room on your couch. This is now a temple in your home. Also, temples don't let shadows stay. There is glory in temples. You will find secrets faster than anyone else if you write them down when you wake up, because God isn't messing with your plans. It's been too long since then. You cried too much. You've missed too many nights. Now heaven says enough. It's time to start over. But not from scratch. From God's grace. You won't have to fight to find love ever again. You will find it. You won't have to look for money like you did before. It will find your light because the angels have already gone ahead of you. They are getting ready for meetings, talks, and encounters. For some, it will just seem like a coincidence. But you will know that Archangel Michael was in charge of it all. You will say, I was there at the right time by chance. It wasn't even my plan to go, but I did. After all this time, I never thought they'd call me back. That's not luck. That's divine movement, and it starts today because heaven is no longer waiting. But you need to keep one thing close. Don't let doubt come in again. Don't let fear stay with you. Bitterness shouldn't take up room on your couch. This is now a temple in your home. Also, temples don't let shadows stay. There is glory in temples. That's what you are now. A temple of glory that moves and breathes. That's why things seem different. So that's why the mood has changed. That's why you feel calmer even as you read these words. The Holy Spirit is not just nearby. He's taking a break in the room with you. It's Him who brings answers. He brings back what was lost. He gives power. The way you talk will change now. You will change how you move. You'll stop giving too many details. Your light will no longer be turned down because you have been marked. You will no longer shrink when people feel threatened by your anointing. Both God and the enemy can see you. The enemy is scared now that you've been called upon, though. You didn't skip. You didn't scroll. You didn't laugh and not care. You paid attention and heaven thanks you. So, you will start getting gifts, discounts, apologies, and peace you didn't know were possible when you didn't ask for them or earn them because you stayed. And now, seal the moment with faith, advises Archangel Michael. Say it again out loud. It keeps me safe. My house has guards. I'm not going to be afraid. Today, the angels are keeping an eye on me. They are standing there right now, quiet but strong, waiting for your permission to move. That means you should stay soft, give up, and hold your position. The most important part of this message hasn't even started yet. I have one more assignment for you before you leave, though. Send this message to someone close to you right now. This prophetic word is more than just a video when you share it. You are letting go of the anointing on your own life and becoming a way for someone else to have a breakthrough. It is waiting for you to send it to the person who needs this warning, this covering, this miracle. As you share, the anointing grows in your own life. And the breakthrough you've been praying for will start to come true in ways you can't control. Do it right now. Tell people about this word and see what God does. I want you to seal this moment with 2 easy steps while the angels watch over you today. First, click the subscribe button right now if you haven't already. Every subscription is recorded in heaven as a soul that is in line with what God said would happen in the future. You're telling God, I'm ready for everything He has planned for me. Second, click like on this video. With that like, you are declaring that you will walk in divine favor from now on. This is more than just a digital community for you in a spiritual way as the last thing you agree to. Do it now. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step.